Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Katadash, a double honored apostle, elders of GMS that taught me this truth, and peace and blessings to the Aki that has their life daily, pushing this truth and sincerity to the Aqua, listen, learn, Shalom. Once again, my name is Aina, I'm with GMS Detroit Barcamp. This is just a quick lesson on payback on our enemies, getting revenge on our enemies for doing the atrocity that they did unto us. Starting off first with the Edomites, the so-called white man, and these heathen nations. Hey, all of you had a hand in our downfall. You know, it's an Israelite captive in every last one of these countries. All of you have stolen goods in your hands. And with that said, let's get into it. Let's get the first scripture for this lesson. This is, and I might not grab all these scriptures I have pulled up. You know, I'm just go with the spirit. And this is Genesis 9:6. Who sheddeth man blood, by man shall his blood be shed. And for he is the image of Yahweh, he made man. And kind of, whoso sheddeth a man's blood, whosoever killeth a man, destroys a man, by man shall his blood be shed. It was such a thing back in olden times, the days of old, it was called an eye for an eye. If you did something, especially to somebody, they have the right to do it right back unto you. You know, that was called justice in the eyes of the Lord. You know, it was righteous justice, because what you did unto him, he had the right to do unto you. You know, it's called an eye for an eye. You know, and he that stealeth, this is Exodus 21:16. He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, and right now, all you nations have stolen goods in your land. All you have a Israelite foreigner scattered abroad the four corners of the earth with the Most High, dispersed this among all you heathens, the wicked, and every last one you have an Israelite foreigner in your land. He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So when Yahweh and the angels come, you got Israelite foreigner in your land. He's a slave, subject to payments. He's under servitude, subjection, under your laws and your wicked laws and all that shit. You gotta pay for all that atrocity that you did unto us. From making us work for free with no pay, and man, I got books on United States. You know how they became rich. This right here is called the Indian slave trade, and this one right here is called the Great Stay. And this is how America got rich. And the back of the book, Noah Lay expertly assembled the most sequential accounts from the era of American slave trade, drawing the wide range of resources. He framed a vivid, comprehensive picture of a period in America history about which many have only a vague understanding. And when you go into this, how when Cristobal Colon came over here, he was doing a whole lot of other things under the guise of Christianity. But here goes one thing. This is in 47, like the bottom part of the first paragraph. Greed, ambition was the cause. The Christians' insatiable desire to acquire as much gold as they can as fast as they can to raise status far beyond their merits. And the island Hispaniola was there. Spaniards first landed there was carried out the first ravages against the native people and the native Latinos and the Native American Indians, uh, 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 um, destroying and devastating as they went, seizing and abusing the women and the children, devouring their food, forcing many to flee in the mountains, and Indians would begin to resist, but their weapons were almost useless. The Christians, with their horses and swords and pikes, began to carry out massacres and strange cruelties. Hey, the scriptures say the cruelty of the wicked is cruel. Matter of fact, let me get that in Second Ezra. Well, in Sirach, 14, I think. 14 and 6. Where they talk about you, so-called Edomites. It's either 14 or 15. Let me keep reading. And when they attacked towns, they spared neither children, nor the aged, nor the pregnant women, nor women in childbed, not only stabbing them, but cutting them to pieces as if they were sheep in a slaughterhouse, and laid bets who with one stroke of the sword could split a man in two or cut off his head. Other victims were wrapped in straws and then burned alive. And still others had their hands cut off and tied around their necks and were told to carry this message to those who had fled into the mountains, because of all who could do so fled into the mountains. The Spanish captives pursued them with fierce dogs, especially trained to follow and attack Indians, and tearing them down to pieces and devouring their flesh. And this was all about getting money. This wasn't about what they said it was about. You know, this was about getting money. Hey, you was trying to come on. This phone, this damn computer is just. This thing do not want to do matter of fact, let me see. I'll put it in here. C R U E L T I E S WICKED. It should pop up now. And they was doing this all in the name of Christianity. You know, they were saying they was doing it in the name of Christianity. Oh man, this thing don't want to give me what I want. Damn devil. Let's see if this will come up now. If I put cruelties in here, I just gave you a keyword. I'll find it and put it in the description box because this devil don't want me to get that scripture out. But the cruelty of the wicked is cruel. Uh, 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 um, that's one of the things that they did unto us. And right here, let's keep reading. Uh, 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 um, and the wars of the killing came to an end. Survivors was distributed among the Christians to be slaves. The pretext in this reprimendo was that it would facilitate the instruction of Indians in the Christian faith if those cruel, greedy, vicious Christians could be caretakers of souls. They did this all in the name of Christianity. And a lot of you so-called pagan Christians, you fail to acknowledge that, the atrocities that was done over here in the Americas was all done in the name of pagan Christianity, and y'all don't want to mention none of that shit. Uh, 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 um, Christians could be caretakers of souls. Indeed, all the care they took to send men to the mine to dig for gold, which unbearably hard labor, and women to the field, to hold until the land, which was work suitable for only strong men. Neither did the men nor the women eat enough, and so milk of the breast of the mothers soon were nursing dried up, and the infants soon died. And since the men and the women were kept apart, there could be no marital relations. And the men died in the mines, and the women died on the ranches, and from the same cause, exhaustion and hunger, and thus was depopulated that that island, which had once been so densely populated, it was destroyed. So they said perhaps a million to a few 100,000 was on that land when Esau came there, and the shit that you did to us, you gotta pay for that. You gotta reap what you sow. Scriptures say, everything you do, you gonna get back in return. So let me just grab a few scriptures and get on out of this one. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of person. So everything that you did unto us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's gonna come right back to you. It's gonna be payback. And all you heathen nations, y'all did the same unto us. Esau did it, but you did it too. You don't get a pass. You going into captivity as well. Like I said, as soon as Yahweh shall return, you going right into him. You going right into captivity. Matter of fact, this is Proverbs 149:7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment unto the people. Because all y'all going in captivity, just like you had us in captivity, we're going to do likewise unto you. And to bind their kings in chains and their nobles in fetters of irons, to execute upon them judgment written, dishonor, have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And execute vengeance on the heathens. You're going in captivity as well. But the only thing about it that your captivity won't be like Esau, because we're gonna bring hell on Esau during captivity. Uh, uh, um, but all of y'all going to captivity, every last one of you. This is Isaiah 14:1. Just like you put us in chains, Hey, there's no respect to person. Y'all going in captivity as soon as Yahweh shine the angels return. Hey, it's gonna be the first day of slavery for all you nations. And this is Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Israel. And those strangers are Israelite foreigners scattered abroad the four corners of the whole earth. Those are Israelites, you know, and people shall take them and bring them in their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for 7. Hey, we're gonna possess you in the Holy Land in Israel. Hey, you guys build up our kingdom like we built up yours. But hey, you got 1,000 years worth of labor coming to you, all you nations. You know, uh, um, uh, 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 and the people shall take them and bring. We're gonna take you by force and bring you into our place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Shai for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive who captive they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Hey, hey, Yahweh Shai about to change the power. See, hey, we ain't gonna be no longer the tail, we gonna be the head, like we were supposed to be in the whole damn time, you know. But hey, you're going into change. You're going to work for free, pay back all. It's going to be a bitch, and you're going to serve it. This is Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and deals treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. When the day of ceasing y'all, when Yahweh takes y'all kingdom down, you gonna be a sport. You're gonna be a slave. You're gonna be a servant. You're gonna be working. You know, the scripture says it's gonna be continual labor. You got first job. You got to bury them dead bones. You know, you got to bury the dead. You got to cleanse the land. You know, this is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Hey, like I said, hey, we got enemies. Hey, Psalms 83rd chapter. Hey, all of you are our enemies. Hey. You wasn't our friends. You know, hey, you didn't help us. No, you don't get a pass. You know, read that again. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that preyed upon thee, I will give thee for a prey. And hey, all that preyed upon me, all y'all preyed upon us. Hey. Psalms 83. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, be not still. For lo, thy enemies make atonement, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Hey, all you nations, hey, you hate us. Stop acting like you love us and all that shit, because y'all don't. Hey, we know it. Because the scriptures let us know. And they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And how you take crafty counsel in your secret chambers, your secret rooms, where y'all get all together, and your United Nations, your UN, and NATO. There's nobody's in NATO or the United Nations compelling the people about our behalf, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans for the shit that happened to us in America. It's nobody. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to do that when he seen Yahweh and the angels. And they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, and that the name of Israel shall be no more in remembrance. Hey, y'all cut us off. Hey, y'all put us in chains. Y'all made us work for free. Hey, y'all beat us out of remembering ourselves. Right now, hey, we call ourselves Negroes. We call ourselves Latinos. We call ourselves Native Americans. We call us everything else but who we are really are. For they have consulted together with one constant, and they are confederate against thee, and they confederate against all of us. You so-called Edom, the Edomites. Let me go back. Edom, Ishmaelite, Moab, the Hagarenes, Edom, the white man, Ishmaelite, the Arabs, Moab, the Chinese, Jabal, Ammon, the Japanese, Amalek, the so-called the people that's in Israel right now, the Ashkenazi Jews, the Philistines, you so-called Ethiopians, you so-called Hamites, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur has joined with them, and they have hope and they that hope. And they that yeah, and well, that's the gist of it. All you nations are in friends of us. Hoping the children of Lot Shalat. Do unto them as the Midianites, as to the Syria and Jabin and the brook of Kishon. All y'all going in captivity coming real soon. The Most High is going to destroy you. Coming soon. Yahweh Shem Yahshua's wrath is coming upon you. And when Yahweh Shah returns, he's coming to make war with you. He's coming to take y'all crowns. He's coming to take y'all kingdoms. That's the first rule that he's going to do. And like I said, Jeremiah 30 and 16, therefore all that devour thee shall be a devourer, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all thy prey upon thee I will give for a prey. Coming soon, slavery is going to return upon your heads. One more scripture. Oh, that's about Edom, Esau. It's going on E again. But the only thing about it, Esau is going to be destroyed in this thing because coming up soon, Yahweh Shah is going to destroy you forever. He's going to destroy you, and more likely he's going to disperse your spirit among the heathen nations. With that said, let's get it. Ezekiel 35 and 15. as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. I will do unto thee as thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, all of Adumian, even all of it, and they should know I am Yahweh Shem Shai, and you're gonna be destroyed altogether, Esau, because a Bible prophecy. These so-called white men are going down. This last scripture, this is Obadiah 1 and 18. House of Jacob shall be a fire, the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle them and devour them. And there should be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. And that's future prophecy that's about to happen, coming true. And as soon as Yahweh Shai gets here, after the next 1,000 years of captivity, all you other nations are going to go back into your lands that our Most High have gave you, but but you're still gonna be slaves. You're gonna still be servants. You're still gonna be tributary because you got to pay tribute back into the kingdom. It ain't gonna stop. For you heathen nations, and the Most High is gonna destroy you. You other nations. He's gonna use. He's gonna do it all according to the Most High anger when we move upon you. And this is my last scripture. I know I said the other one, but we're gonna do all things according to the Most High anger, and this is no, hey man, where is you? It's Jeremiah. I think it's 49. No. But this is another good scripture. For thus saith Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup. We wasn't supposed to drink of captivity of slavery. And y'all made us drink of it, all you nations. And they have surely drunken. Art thou he that shall go altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished. Thou shalt surely drink of it. All of you gonna drink of it, all you heathen nations. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh Shem Shai, that Basra shall become a reproach, become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. Coming soon, your kingdom is going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Shai. And your lands are going to be destroyed, wasted, and going to be given unto the house of Judah as a possession, according to the Bible prophecy. I'm gonna end it on that because the spirit won't allow me to go any more further in it. So with that said, shalom.